Hi and welcome to the Creative Treehouse. My name is Robin Broom and I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the United States. Thanks so much for joining me in the treehouse today. Today I've got this Easter card that I wanted to share, and I've just seen this one pop up, this particular style pop up, no pun intended, all over the place. And so I decided to make one myself, and it is a pop-up card. So the cross comes up like that. So really cool. We're going to put it together, and I'm thinking about changing one of the colors slightly, maybe two, and maybe, so we'll see, but it'll be very, very similar to this. And I know there's one product I'm using that's retired, possibly two, but anyway, I'll go through all of it with you. So let's get started on making one of these. All right, so the first thing that we need to do is we need a piece of, now I use the Highland Heather, and this piece is 4 1/4 by 5 1/4, and I scored it at 1, 1 1/2, 2 3/4, and 3 1/4. Now I'll put all of these measurements on my blog, which is creativetreehouse.blog, and you can check that out. So you don't have to write them all down. I'll write them down for you. And let's see, so there is that, and then I'm going to go ahead and burnish. Let me grab my bone folder. So on our score line, I've seen lots and lots of different measurements for this. Some of them with the whole card filling up the whole spot, the whole thing. I liked it like this because when you close it, the cross piece of the cross doesn't extend past the card. So that is ready. Now, I'm hoping it's not retired, and I forgot to look it up, but this is a piece of DSP, Meandering Meadow, and I just loved the yellows and the purples. And so what I did with this, imagine that there's just a little bit more. It's a 6x6 piece of paper. Great landscapes in the whole entire pack, and there are at least 2 others that are current that you could also use if this one is not. And I pretty much cut about 3/4 of an inch off of here and 1/4 or so off of here, because you want 2 strips of this, and you can see the ones that I cut off. So I cut off actually it was the very edge of the tree there, like that. Okay, and so those measure 3/4 by 5. 3/4 by 5, and then I matted those with some gorgeous grape. And the gorgeous grape is 7/8 by 5 1/8. All right, and we can go ahead and glue those down. And let's see. Okay, I'll use my Tombow liquid glue. Some people call it the green lidded glue. Has lots of names. It's my favorite adhesive. So I've got that piece, and this one, and then we'll go ahead and also put it onto where they belong, which will be on either side, like so. So with the purple and yellow, it's pretty, and it seems very, trade glue seems very spring-like and Eastery for some reason to me. I'm going to trade glues again. I may need to get my, oh, there we go. This one is happy and ready. Okay. Make sure I have my scene up correctly, and I don't put my trees upside down. So, all right, so got those in place. And next, what we're going to do, and we can pretty much just flatten this out and make everything, glue it all down. I thought about, and I tried different things. I tried Gorgeous Grape. I even tried some early espresso and different things on those side pieces, and I finally just left them. I thought, that's okay. We don't need that. Okay, now we've got our cross pieces. And what we'll do is we're going to put, this is early espresso, and it measures, let me get the right one, it measures 1 1/8 by 5 1/8, and it's going to go right into the center. And just lining it up evenly within all those score marks and top and bottom. All right, and then on top of that, I have a piece of the DSP, and I forgot to look up the name of it. It is the lavender set, and excitingly, I'm pretty sure it's going to be returning in the new catalog. This is one side of it. This is the other side. Do you see any difference between these two pieces other than their height? I ran it through the Timber 3D embossing folder, so it's kind of has the wood grain look. You do have to be careful when you do that because the DSP is very thin, so it's easy for it to tear. But anyway, so you can kind of see the pattern on this as well. Okay, and then we're going to put it right in the center. Okay, and then we're going to work with the cross pieces of the cross. All right, so for this is our bottom piece, and then we'll put the early espresso. To me, it sort of, I don't know, reminded me more of a cross because it was brown wood look. But instead of making it just a totally brown, I really liked being able to use this DSP and put the wood grain look in it. All right, and so that is this. And I don't think I told you the measurements for these. Again, it'll all be on my blog. So the Highland Heather piece is 1 1/4 by 3 1/4. The early espresso for this one is 1 1/8 by 3 1/8, and then the DSP is 1 by 3. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little bit of glue in here. And then I'm going to put some glue right in the center of here because I'm not sure exactly where I need it to go. And then we'll just center it side to side and up just a little bit. Okay, so now, and you saw that I did not want to put glue here because that part is going to stand up like that. So it's already coming together. All right, the next thing that I did is I used a couple of different sets. I used the greenery, the leaves, from the Country Flowers set, which is kind of funny that I didn't use the flowers from the Country Flowers, but I didn't. So, and I'm just going to sort of set it right there. So I'm going to put glue on all of the leaves that are sort of in the center that are not going to be going out and over. Okay, so got those. Actually, I think I did it the other way. Not that it really would really matter. Okay. All right, and I went ahead and put that completely down. Now, the flowers, what I did was I used the Delightful Wishes, and I stamped it onto Lemon Lolly cardstock, and then I stamped it with, I find it easier to stamp. Let me show you the two different ones. And I think if I have a scratch piece of paper, I will demonstrate for you. So you can see, this one's a rather big one. Let me fold that in half and I'll show you how to achieve that look. So let me move that out of the way. All right, just slide that up just a little bit. All right, I find it the easiest to start with the flower insides, which is this particular one, and I used crushed curry for that. So we'll just pretend here. So that is the insides, and then I used Daffodil Delight next, and then you can, it's just easier to line up these that way. So let me flip it around. So, because then you can kind of see, you want these little edges to line up right there. And once you have both ends, you're probably good to go. So that is what that looks like. Of course, it looks a lot better when it's not on grid paper. And then to add just a teeny tiny bit more, I got pecan pie. And there's this little stamp that has these 3 little center type of things. And I just inked up just the one, and all the flowers that looked like they were open, I took the pecan pie and whoop, got a little bit on the other one. So, and I put the center on it. Probably could have used a bigger one there. And then there's a die that cuts that out. So that is how that was accomplished. All right, so we've got that. Let's pull this back down. Let's pull these guys in. And I put some of them up on dimensionals. I didn't use all of them. Let's see, I'm gonna use, let's see, we'll use that one up at the top, and we'll put these right here, and we'll put those up on dimensionals. Let me see if I have my mini dimensionals. I think that would be the easiest. The center one could use a regular one, but I'm going to pull the backs off and we'll put that on. Okay, and like so. And then we'll do a couple of loose flowers, like we'll put one here, and like I said, we'll end up having one up there. And we probably want a couple more leaves, and there are, that one set is all together, and then let's see, I'll just stick a leaf. Probably, that looks good right in there. All right, so I'm gonna put the leaf down first and then the flower. And that flower I'm going to put flat all the way down. Not on a dimensional. Okay, and then, so I've got extra ones that I could use. I could even use those in my center. All right, and now let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so then this is definitely a retired one. It was the Easter Lilies from, I think it was the mini catalog last year. Beautiful set, beautiful, beautiful. But I really liked the He Is Risen there. And what I think I will do, what I did on the first one, I took my Highland Heather and I took a sponge dauber and I just did a little bit of purple on the edges of the sentiment. And I stamped it in with the Memento ink, the tuxedo black Memento, and on the basic white. I thought this just sort of softened it a little bit. You almost don't notice it, but it just softens it and ties it in a little bit more to the card when you've added the purple to it. Okay, so now we've got He Is Risen. I feel like that one needs a little bit more. Okay, and then I matted it with Early Espresso. And I just stamped it and then trimmed it, so I don't really have dimensions for that. I would just say to use a scrap piece of white and a scrap piece of the Early Espresso. Okay. And now this, I did put up on dimensionals. So probably I'll use 3. And, all right, so that it will go right in the center. I'm going to move these guys out of the way for just a minute. Make sure I've got it fairly centered. Maybe up just a little bit too high. No, I think that's about right. Okay, so put that down here. And I will put the leaf down and the flower down. So we just need a little bit of glue. There, and on the base of the flower. And did I say that the flowers came from the Delightful Wishes? I believe I did. Okay. I think my husband is returning, and so the dogs are going to be barking because they will be happy that Daddy's home. All right, so doesn't that look great? I'm excited. Okay, so the next thing is I need to decide, and if I was doing this live, I could get some people to comment. But so we've got the yellow, the lemon lolly yellow, and then I have the Daffodil Delight. And I made the first one with the lemon lolly. And now I just need to decide whether I need to make the second one lemon lolly, or if maybe it would look better if it were the Daffodil Delight instead. So I may do that, and I think what I'll also do is change the base, and the card base. Here I have Highland Heather, and I think I might change it to Gorgeous Grape for this one. So I think I'll do that. So I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. And so what we're going to do, oh, this is the retired, if I didn't already say that. This is Pinned Flowers. It has a scallop. There are some new ones, and I don't have them yet, so as far as borders, but the Pinned Flowers had this nice scalloped edge, and so that is what I used. All right, so we just need both of those outside panels to have glue. And then what I like to do is start with, make sure I don't have it upside down, and have just a tiny border, kind of an even border on the top and the side and the bottom. And then once you have that in place, you're going to slide the other one until it's even. That looks fairly even, and press that down. So now we've got that part. So I think that's looking pretty good. And so now all we need to do is get our Gorgeous Grape background, our card base, and we'll go from there. All right, so here is our Gorgeous Grape, and I'm gonna just add the glue on the back. And except for the center of the card, oh, got the wrong glue. Except for the center of the card, we are done. Oh, wait, there's one more thing I thought I was gonna add. I almost forgot. All right, let's put this down. And again, that's just a tiny little border. Ooh, I like that. Okay. Let me hold both of them up together. And you can see and decide which one you like better. So the only difference is the yellow and the purples. So you can let me know which one you like better in the comments. I would love for you to comment. And even let me know where you're watching from. If you want to watch live, you can watch on Thursday nights at 8 o'clock Eastern time, and I'll be live. And we're even filling up a map of the United States with all the different states that people are watching from. If you're the first one to leave a comment from your state, you get to pick the color. So we're having a lot of fun with that. So, oh yeah, the other thing I was thinking, let's see, I was thinking that one of the little brass butterflies would be a fun addition. So let's see, I was gonna put one right up there. All right, now I've got to decide which size I want as well. Let's see if I can get him up including his adhesive. Oh, I think I like that. We might could even do a small one and a large one. Ooh, I like that. Okay. And here you'll see the white on this one where I said the DSP is a little bit thin, and you have to be very careful. So I was actually trying to get a little bit of glue off, and it tore the paper slightly. That is really pretty. Oh, wow. I am liking it. Do you think I need another butterfly, though? I feel like I do. Where would we put another butterfly? What if we put one down here? Oh, not upside down, hopefully. Come on, little guy. Let me grab the other part of the take your pick tool. Oh, it's going to want to stick to me. Okay. Come on, little guy. Oh, he still wants to be upside down. Okay, turning him around. Yeah, and that's the nice thing is that we can just kind of flatten that down. And now I can, let's see, press it down. Oh, I like that. I do like the extra one. Oh, I do. Okay, so this other guy needs the one then too. All right, let me get him off of the... Come on, little guy. Fly over here. I need you for the card. Do you have adhesive on the back? Maybe? I think so. Okay. Yeah. Oh, look, he wants to be up here with his friend. Well, you know, you absolutely could. You absolutely could. All right. Sometimes I laugh and say that I have a hard time placing the embellishments, that we just have to let them go wherever they want. So we'll do that this time. We'll let him go right there. Okay. So that is the card. Like I said, the only thing I don't have is the inside, and what I will do is for this one, I'll do Lemon Lolly and white, and for this one, I'll do the Daffodil Delight as a matte in the white on the inside, and probably stamp or put some of the flowers and maybe a leaf or whatever on the inside as well. So that is it. I'm so glad you stopped by the treehouse today. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I guess that's about it. And I hope to see you on a Thursday night at 8 o'clock Eastern Time for a live. And just keep checking. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe, all the things. And I'll see you next time. All right, bye-bye.